What's up? TheAireaidLord is back. We have, yet again, a gaming update. Today is November 25th, 2012. And this is my usual gaming update for all of my fans and viewers. Let me be honest, there were some things that I wanted to do last week that I didn't get to, and I will probably not be doing. And I'm going to explain why. It kind of goes with my new philosophy for the channel that's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. You're going to see these changes being implemented, and you're going to be seeing a lot of interesting videos. Some of them will be planned, some of them won't be planned. So it's going to be an exciting time, so I definitely want all of my fans to stay tuned for the changes that are going to be coming. So last week was Thanksgiving week, and I wanted it to be a week for the fans because obviously Thanksgiving I wanted to give back to the people that have been supporting my channel for so long now. So I intended on having 3 different fan appreciation sessions on the Xbox 360. One for Black Ops 2, one for Assassin's Creed 3, and one for Halo 4. Unfortunately, I only got to one of those sessions. I played Black Ops 2 on Friday. I had a whole bunch of fans, and it was really fun. Thank you to all those who did participate. Let me just say that before I continue. However, later that day I was supposed to play Assassin's Creed 3, and then the day after I was supposed to play Halo 4. Why did this not happen? Well, pretty much I was just caught up with stuff, A, in my personal life, and B, there were changes that I wanted to implement to the channel that were supposed to be actually happening today, but unfortunately the device is not here yet. I'll explain more what I'm talking about, but basically I have some big changes that I'm going to be implementing to the channel, and I want people to be aware of them, and I want people to kind of understand the direction I'm taking the channel for the rest of 2012, which is really just December, and then the rest of 2013 until things kind of take another change. So basically, the change I'm talking about, which I don't know if anyone knows already, I don't know what video I've mentioned it in, but basically I have already invested in an Elgato Game Capture HD, and recording device that can capture gameplay at 1080. I think it was like 1080i, 1080p. Unfortunately, I won't be filming in 1080p just because YouTube degrades the quality of videos anyway, so I'm probably just going to do my usual 720p. That's what I do with this camera. I take the file clips on this camera in 720p, and then it uploads and it keeps that same quality. As far as my capture card, it's pretty much going to get me the quality that I've always wanted on the channel. And it's going to get me good sound quality, it's going to get me good video quality. And it's a change that I've decided that it would be best for the channel. I've been using this camera since April of 2011. I've been using it for almost 2 years now. I honestly think that I have to change it up a little bit and maybe make my footage a tiny bit more diverse. You know, I kind of have to think outside the box in terms of my footage. I can't keep doing the same things, especially with how competitive it's getting on YouTube. I need to kind of be able to compete with other big YouTubers and other small people who are trying to rise and try to catch an audience in this big freaking vast quantity of space that exists out there. So I feel that this change is going to be very good, okay? Now I'm going to make a big video on December 5th. I want to make everyone aware of this. On December 5th, 2012, I am making a huge video. It is going to be probably, I'm obviously going to film it with the camera, but it's going to take, I don't know if it's going to take 29 minutes, because as you know, the maximum length I can take on this camera is 29 minutes and 50 seconds. So I don't know if the video is going to go to 29 minutes long. If it does, then I might split the video and make 2 parts and either put them together as one video in a video editor, or I'll make a larger part. So on December 5th, it's a big day. On December 5th, I will be turning 18 years old, and in the United States, that's actually when you become a legal adult, so it's a pretty big day for me. And it's a big day for me because I feel like a lot of things are kind of coming at the same time. I'm making these changes on my channel. I'm reflecting on things that are going to be happening in the past. I'm making humongous plans for 2013 that I think people are really going to be shocked when they discover them. And I'm talking and collaborating with my friends on some projects, and also talking about some unfortunate things regarding some conventions and stuff that are going up, which I'm also going to address in this video. So, December 5th, I turn 18 years old, and it's going to be a very special video. I want every single, I know I usually stress videos, you know, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If it's a playthrough, I really want people to see, but I want every single person who watches my content to be there on December 5th, because it's going to be a huge day for me. I am going to be basically explaining to you my past, my present, and my future. Okay? Almost like Christmas, a Christmas Carol, the ghosts of the past and present and future. I am going to be revealing my secret history to you. My life, what I hope to do with my life in the future, how my life relates to YouTube, and how YouTube is going to bring me into my choices in my career, how the money that I earn off of it could really help me in the future in terms of living and housing and being able to afford stuff, including this gaming equipment. It's a big video, and I want everyone to watch it. I'm going to make it as extravaganza possible as I can, and I'm going to be making updates about it. So December 5th, 2012, mark your calendars. I believe it's a Wednesday. So I will be making a very special video. It'll be coming up in the afternoon. So again, I want people to be aware of this, because I'm not making a gaming update next week. I just want people to know this is the last gaming update until that big video. The big video is basically going to cover a lot of my plans that I have. So this is the last gaming update until that big video, and I just want people to be aware of that, okay? So that's December 5th. And that will explain my choices about the Elgato game capture, what I hope to change on my channel. Basically, I'm still going to keep doing playthroughs, but at the same time, I want to do some HD recorded Halo matches, maybe 1 or 2 Call of Duty matches. I mean, as far as Call of Duty Black Ops 2, the multiplayer kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie and tell you that it's great, because it honestly is some of the worst multiplayer I've ever played in my life. I mean, if you thought Modern Warfare 3 was bad, this game is just atrocious. I mean, the fact that you can switch out your primary gun to have 2 perks in every weapon slot, it's just broken. The multiplayer is broken. People are going to find ways to abuse this shit, the perfect classes, and they're just going to ruin the whole game. I've already played a whole bunch of matches, and I did play fan matches with people, and any of the fans who played with me, I was reacting live to all of the crazy shit that was going on. You know, I was getting kills, but some of the things that people abuse in that game, Call of Duty just hasn't changed. The year after year that they put this shit out, Black Ops 2 it hasn't changed. And I'm planning on doing maybe a review of Black Ops 2 at some point now that I've done the campaign, zombies, and the multiplayer, but I honestly think that the game is just broken beyond repair. They need to find some way to bring Call of Duty into the next-gen era, especially now that it's looking like Microsoft and Sony are going to start revealing the big consoles. Since the Wii U, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of flaming for this, but the Wii U pretty much, all it did was get on the same level as the PlayStation 3 and Xbox. It's not really any jump at all. The graphics are basically just brought up to the level that the PlayStation 3 and Xbox's graphics are. They're releasing the same exact games that came out a year ago, like Arkham City, which already came out in 2011. Now they have the hardened edition for the Wii U, and I've heard from some of my friends that own the system, like the Zombie U game kind of sucks. So honestly, the jump in the next generation is with Microsoft and Sony. I'm going to say that right now. If you thought the next generation was coming with the Wii U, I think you're sadly mistaken. The Wii U is just basically Nintendo's version of the Xbox 360 and the PS3, because the Wii was basically just a console within itself. It offered new stuff, but it didn't jump to any sort of rising into the next gen, other than the motion control stuff that was brought to it. So, not to get off topic, I just wanted to mention that with the whole Call of Duty thing and how it was kind of disappointing, how that ended up happening. So, unfortunately, last week, because I was busy, I was not able to do Assassin's Creed 3 and Halo 4 fan appreciation matches. And those games, I actually like their multiplayer a bit more than Black Ops 2. So I'm thinking, I've been a couple of fans who messaged me. You know, they were trying to message me and they wanted to play with me. I did message. I did. What did I do? I sent them a message. I sent them a message back saying that it was postponed, and most people understood. But I'm gonna be. I don't know when I'm moving it to, because it's not like, on one hand I kind of want to not do it, but on the other hand I want to do it, because basically last week was Thanksgiving week, and you know, it makes sense for me to have all my fan appreciation in that week. But now it's kind of a little bit too late, because now I'm going to be doing it next week. Although there really aren't any games that come out next week or this coming week, I still feel like I myself, if I'm going to be getting this Elgato game capture device, which is actually being delivered to my house tomorrow, I need to learn how to use the software, and I need to learn how to hook all my consoles up. I need to hook my PlayStation 3 and Xbox up to this thing, and I need to learn how to upload with it, how to do voice recording with it, because you can actually do, there's a new program feature in the software to do live commentary when you play, so I can hook up a mic to my computer and talk into it. Now that is kind of frustrating, because I have a headset for Xbox and PS3, so if I ever do a co-op playthrough, I'd have to wear a headset and talk into that freaking mic if I wanted to capture in HD. But you know, to an extent it is what it is, but I'm just saying for future recording, that's probably how it would be. And I'm probably going to need this coming week to get adjusted to that software. In terms of games, in terms of new games, because I know some people were asking about them, and I promised 2 new game releases last week. Those were Hitman Absolution and PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale. I did not get to either of those games, and I did not purchase either of those games. Why? Well, it kind of goes with my new attitude towards the channel. I need to focus on bringing my channel into a new era, and again, I'm going to say this in my big video on December 5th, but I can't, to make it long story short, I really just can't do a playthrough of every single game that comes out. And it's not like I have. There are a lot of games this year that I've skipped, like XCOM, but for me, I don't want to be known as the person that does a playthrough of every single freaking game, okay? People from the DSP community flame me about it because they think I'm copying my friend Phil. I myself get kind of drowned out by doing all these freaking videos, and the camera doesn't offer the quality I want, so it's just kind of shit building on shit. People watch the stuff every once in a while, but the attention that I want for it isn't there, and I can kind of see why that is. So, as a promise to you, I'm going to be cutting back on the new releases that come out, okay? To be quite honest, Hitman Absolution I heard is a really short game. I didn't play the previous Hitman games, and I'm really not interested in playing this one. I did take footage of it at New York Comic Con, but it just, I don't know, it's just not one of those games I would want to play. And PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale really just looks like a PlayStation version of Super Smash Bros. Melee, which I played on the GameCube this summer, and I played Smash Bros. Brawl once, you know, when I still actually used the freaking Wii console. And I don't know, I don't feel like spending money on something that's probably not going to be worth it. I'm probably just going to play, like, how can there even be a story mode with that? Like, I don't know, it's just paying $60 for something like that. I just don't think it's worth it. So I didn't buy either of the games. I didn't even bother. And to be quite honest, I don't even think I would have had time. I wanted to do the fan appreciation stuff last week, and if I had done those new games, I would have had to focus time on that instead of fan appreciation. But as it was, as I said, I didn't really have much time to do fan appreciation anyway. So things are kind of getting pushed under the bridge. The channel really, in terms of footage, is kind of lacking. Like, I'm starting to pull back on the amount of footage that I put out. Is that a bad thing? Well, for people who don't like watching 20 videos that go up on my channel each day of a playthrough of a game, I think that's good. People probably don't want to keep clicking on these 9-minute video clips that I keep uploading. They'd rather just see one good quality video or one good thing here and one good thing there. But instead, what I do is I just throw the stuff out. I don't edit it with my camera. I just put the raw files out, and people watch it if they want to watch it. And that's the philosophy I've had ever since January 2011, when I first started doing playthroughs. I made that my statement, and I pretty much stuck to it up until now, but now I'm really changing the algorithms of the channel. And I'm hoping that people like it, because I'm attempting to do things very differently from other people, and I'm hoping that I can make a name for my channel so people say, oh, so people go to my channel and say, oh yeah, that guy does this and he does that really well, and I really like his content for this and this and this, and it's not just because of the playthroughs. I'm well aware that many of my fans love me because of my playthroughs. I've done a lot of classic games, especially over the summer, and also some rare titles that have come out this year. We've had a lot of good games that have come out this year, and I probably wouldn't have played a lot of them if it hadn't been for my channel, but at the same time, I think I need to do other things to branch out to other audiences so that my content doesn't get stale, okay? So, again, I'm saying a lot of stuff that I'm probably going to say in my big December 5th video. But I'm sure what people want to know is two things. What is going to happen to the fan appreciation for Assassin's Creed 3 and Halo 4, because I still have to do it. And what is happening this week on the channel, because I basically have to make a decision as to what I should do. Well, there is a new game that actually comes out this week, and it is in a series that I actually enjoy. It is Ratchet & Clank Full Frontal Assault. And I've done some research on this game. It is made by Insomniac, who made the original Ratchet & Clanks. But I don't know if this game is long as they're saying it is, because you can actually download this game on the PlayStation Network. So if it's a game you can download on the PlayStation Network, almost like Ratchet & Clank Quest for Booty, I don't know if it would be necessarily worth it. So I have to kind of weigh my options. I might stop by GameStop and kind of ask the guy's opinion at the register what he thinks about Full Frontal Assault, whether it's worth it or not. I'm not quite sure. If it's something if it's something you're interested in, post it in the comments, and I might do a playthrough of it. Hell, I could even use my Elgato game capture device. But again, what I'm probably leaning towards this week is taking the entire week to get adjusted to the Elgato game capture device. I actually have some Halo 4 recorded videos where I did really, really well at the multiplayer, and I'm thinking of going into theater mode and playing those videos back, and then recording it with the HD device, so you have some test videos for myself, but it's also videos that you guys can see and like kind of test out and see how you like the quality, how you like me playing Halo. Because again, a lot of my fans have voiced their opinions that they want me to kind of move on to the HD capture, and I mean it's what everyone's doing nowadays. Very few people use cameras to film their TVs. I know my friend Phil is is the exception to the rule, because he has an entire channel of over 100,000 subscribers constructed on the basis of filming with a camera. But I still think that in terms of growing on YouTube, I kind of have to think outside the box and do different things. So that could be coming this week. Ratchet & Clank Full Frontal Assault is a possibility at some point this week. I don't think it's going to be Tuesday. If I were to play it, would probably start Wednesday, okay? So Monday, I'm probably going to I'm going to do an unboxing video on Monday of the Elgato the game capture device. I'm going to do an unboxing video of it, and then if I have any extra space on my computer, I will upload my first HD recorded video ever. I know it's very exciting. I will be uploading my first HD capture device video ever. It will probably be a Halo 4 multiplayer match, Infinity Slayer. So if you're into Halo 4, this is a really good time for you, because I've said many times, I used to be competitive in Halo 3. And Halo 4, though it has some changes from Halo 3, and even though I made this big rant video on why the game was crappy, it is to an extent still a fun game, and I still am very good at it. So it's not a game I would sell. I actually like it way better than Black Ops 2. So I love playing the multiplayer for that game, and I'm actually really good at it. Like, I suck at Black Ops 2. So if I want to get good gameplay for Halo fans who like that kind of good, oh, I went 30-2 kind of gameplay stuff, Halo 4 is probably the game I do it for, since I'm so good at it. I'm horrible at Black Ops 2, and I hate playing it, so there's no reason I do any type of montage kind of shit, 360 no-scoping nonsense like that. So you'll probably see some sort of Halo 4 captured footage this week. I might put out one video. Hell, if the process is really fast, I might put out 2 or 3. It really depends. It depends how well I can get adjusted to the software, and also the successes and the failures that I have with it, okay? And that's basically it. That's basically what you're going to see on the channel this entire week. One thing I'm looking forward to, which I don't think it comes out this week, I gotta double check, but the second DLC, or actually technically the third, but the second DLC wasn't even really a DLC. It was home improvement shit, but it wasn't a DLC. But The third DLC for the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is actually coming out. I don't think it's this week. I think it's the week after. It's called, I think it's called Dragonborn. It's the Dragonborn DLC, and I guess it has to do with something to do with the dragons and one of the priests and stuff. So I'm interested. Skyrim, as you know, it did come out actually a year ago, and it was one of my favorite games of that year, 2011. And I'm looking forward to playing the second DLC. I did the first DLC over the summer, and people liked it, despite the fact that I was getting frustrated in some parts where the waypoints were kind of fucked up. And do keep in mind that, yes, I'm aware that Bethesda has an exclusive deal with Microsoft, where their DLCs come out on the Xbox 360 before any of the others, and I actually own Skyrim for the 360, so it works out good. So I'll be playing the Dragonborn DLC on the first day that it releases. So you're going to see that footage the first day it comes out, possibly in HD with my HD captured device, which would be phenomenal, and I think a lot of people are going to flock to the video now that I got good capture quality and good sound and editing, and I think people are going to like it, and people will finally be able to enjoy my content the way I'm hoping they'll be able to enjoy it. So that's for 2 weeks. I don't think it comes out this week. I think they said it was, what, the first or second week in December. So Tuesday, I guess, Tuesday I can probably start that in 2 weeks, and then Wednesday, my birthday, I'll make that big video, and then I'll probably continue with Dragonborn on Thursday and Friday. So, okay, I don't know if there's any. Oh, someone sneezed out there. That scared the hell out of me. I don't think there's anything else I'm missing. I think one last thing I'd like to say, I'm already in 21 minutes, but one last thing I'd like to say to end the video. Magfest. I don't know if anyone knows about this convention or remembers this convention, because I did go to it a year ago. Magfest is a convention in Maryland. It is at the Gaylord National Hotel, and I think it's by the harbor, and it's basically a gaming festival with music, and it was pretty fun when I went last year. It's basically, you know, a whole bunch of games. They have, you know, music bands, they have rock concerts, it's huge. The Gaylord is a huge hotel, they have panels, they have a lot of shit. It's a great convention to go to, and last year I went with a whole bunch of my friends, and I'm actually planning on doing the same this year. Unfortunately, there have been some problems with the whole process of getting a panel and a table, because if you remember last year, and I have footage of this for my old playlist a year ago, but basically last year we had a table where we sold merchandise, like I sold my novel, and my friends I think they sold like t-shirts and stuff. Last year we had a table, and we also had a panel last year. The panel basically was for, I think it was for Phil's like story of how he became a gamer, and I think they were previewing Project 7 at the time. So there was a lot of interesting stuff going on at the time during that in early 2012. We were hoping to do the same thing this year. Unfortunately, there have been some problems with getting the panel and table. Phil was actually talking to me yesterday on the phone saying that he was having problems talking to the Magfest management team about actually getting a panel and a table, and that there was a very slim chance that he was going to get one, which is very confusing, because we had a very successful panel last year. We made a lot of money off of our sales from the Magfest on the vendor table, so it's very confusing as to why they deny us a table. Like, some people I know at Magfest sold absolutely nothing. Like, there was one guy I remember last year who was selling Japanese drinks. Like, what? Like, who the hell is going to buy a Japanese drink at Magfest? Like, it's just silly, stupid stuff. And we actually have YouTube channels with large followings, centered around this promotion at Magfest. So it really doesn't make any sense as to why they wouldn't allow us to broadcast at this event. So I actually was kind of pissed because Phil was saying that there's a possibility that he won't be going to Magfest if this shit doesn't work out. So I was kind of like, well, I don't want to go to Magfest with nobody there. There's no point in going to the convention and not being able to hang out with my friends. So I actually sent a very long email to the Magfest management team today, basically saying, look, we were successful last year with the panel and the table, and we'd like to continue this year for 2013's Magfest. Like, there's really no reason why you guys should be denying us this. It makes no sense. And again, you should understand that these local yokel conventions do this kind of shit. Too Many Games was the same way when I was trying to change my ticket and it took them like 3 weeks to respond. You have to understand that these conventions are not PAX East and New York Comic Con quality. These are not conventions where you're going to see new games. These are just conventions that you go to hang around with a couple of friends and laugh and watch music and that kind of shit. It's really nothing special, I'm going to say that. I know some people might be mad if they like Magfest, but it's nothing like, wow, that was amazing. I had a lot of fun last year, but I still think that it's not like a blow your socks off kind of convention like a PAX East where you're seeing new games and seeing the developers and all that stuff. This is more to hang out with friends, and that's the point of why I'm going. And if my friends aren't going, then what the hell's the point of going in the first place? So I'm going to try my very hardest to get this panel and table accepted, and I'm going to try my very hardest. If it doesn't work out, then we're going to have to do a plan B kind of thing and figure out what we'll be able to do after that. So that's basically it. That's it for my gaming update. I'm going to stop it. So look forward to some Elgato footage this week, some Halo 4 stuff, possibly Ratchet & Clank Full Frontal Assault if I get to it. And then stay tuned for December 5th. There's a huge video, the most important video I've ever made on my YouTube channel. If you're a fan of mine, you're going to want to be there. And then there's the whole Dragonborn Skyrim thing around that time. And I think Far Cry 3 also comes out, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But I'll definitely talk about it at a later date. So, alright. I am the TheAireaidLord. Oh wait, I forgot about fan appreciation. Well, I don't know about fan appreciation. I might hold some matches perhaps on Monday. For Halo 4, Assassin's Creed 3 is kind of hard to do since the lobbies are so small. You can only invite 3 people. So I might hold off on Assassin's Creed 3, but as far as Halo 4, if you want to play with me on Monday around like 3:34 Eastern Standard Time, I'll be playing a little bit, screwing around with my Elgato device, so maybe we can play and I'll try to record those matches. So that's for fan appreciation. I'm glad I remembered that. I didn't want to stop the video and forget that. So, okay. I'm set. Thanks for watching. See you later.